In the play Bachelorette by Leslie Headland, there's a main character who's in her 20s and she's talking about what it's like for a girl to turn 12. And she says, that's when it happens. That's when you start to hate yourself.
We're bombarded by these, almost impossible beauty standards. And it's like, if you look like this, you'll get everything. You can only be successful. We're only shown people in the media that look a certain way. And if we can't fit into that box of socialized beauty standards, then you get this feeling of failure. And I hate that box. But I would do almost anything to fit into it.
From 10 years old on was when people really started to bully me for my body. One of the first times I really felt very insecure about myself was in the 5th grade. And I was in class with a bunch of my friends. It was a normal day. I had love handles, on the side of, of my body. And one of my friends came up to me and started poking it, just poking at the fat on my body. She kept poking at it, and I just started to feel so self-conscious and well, she doesn't have that, so I shouldn't have it.
I think that society's standard of beauty, everyone thinks is different based on almost what they don't have. They look at it and they're oh, well, if I had this, then I would fit into what the perfect woman is, or if I didn't have this, then I might be the perfect woman. I think every woman finds whatever it is in society that can make them feel insecure, and they do find it. There's so much exposure to these, especially these airbrushed images that are just not even realistic, and it's just I think a horrible feeling sometimes, feeling you're not good enough, or that you could be better.
I don't think there is one specific beauty ideal. I think there are many, and because of that, no woman can fit into the most specific, be the most beautiful person. Because when you look at a woman, your very first instinct, because of so much societal issues, your very first instinct is to be negative. You look at a woman and you're like, ooh, her thighs could be smaller, ooh, her arms are too long, ooh, her hands are too manly. No woman thinks she's beautiful, because every woman wants to look like another woman.
But just based on how I was raised, when I look at someone that has the body that I was told I should have when I was younger, I can't help but think that I should look like them. I used to have dreams that my butt would be gone, and it was the happiest dream I've ever had.
Later on, Headland discussed this quote about what it's like to turn 12 and start hating yourself, and she said, I don't know if it's societal, I don't know if it's biochemical, I don't know, but I remember being 12 and looking in the mirror and just thinking, you look awful.